Welcome to the Carson City School District Board of Trustees meeting. Today is Tuesday, January 13, 2026. We are going to call this board meeting to order at 6:30 p.m. And we're going to start with agenda item number 1, adoption of the agenda as submitted, and this is for possible action.
Second.
So motion by trustee Walt and second by trustee Gardner. Any board discussion? Seeing none, any public comment? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 2, flag salute. Trustee Roberts, if you can please lead us.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Trustee Roberts. Agenda item number 3, Superintendent's Report, and this is for information only. Mr. Sadler is representing Superintendent Feeling. Mr. Sadler?
Thank you, President Ramirez. My pleasure to be here representing Mr. Fueling this evening. Just a couple items. First and foremost, the second semester started yesterday, and I know everyone was really excited to get back at it last week, but always nice to have a refresh here with the second semester. So everybody enjoyed a nice long vacation from school and is back at it right now. So happy about that. Just a reminder for board members, I believe Ms. Renee had mentioned also, but the financial disclosure statements for the Secretary of State's office are due this Thursday, January 15th. So if you haven't taken care of that already, you can reach out to Renee and myself. Probably Renee would be much more knowledgeable than myself in that, but for assistance if you need it. And then tonight I have the distinct honor of recognizing our board president, Lupe Ramirez, for her service. As you're all aware, serving on the board is no small commitment, and serving as the board president requires an even greater attention to detail and time and dedication. So I want to thank Trustee Ramirez for taking on that responsibility with thoughtfulness, integrity, and a deep commitment to our students, staff, and families. Lupe has consistently approached her role with professionalism, respect for diverse perspectives, and a genuine desire to do what is best for the district as a whole. So on behalf of the board, Superintendent Fueling, district leadership, and our community, we'd like to thank Trustee Ramirez for her service as board president and for the lasting impact she's made through her leadership. So Lupe, we're grateful for your commitment and your service as board president, and we have a plaque here that we'd like to present to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. I am very grateful to have had the opportunity to serve as board president this year. I feel that I learned a lot, and I am very grateful to Superintendent Feeling for spending time with me and meeting with me on a bi-weekly basis to go over the agenda and just, educating me about the budget and everything else. Is, as we know, there's a lot in, to learn about. And so I am grateful to the board for supporting me with this effort. I am looking forward to continue working with every one of you in this year. So I can honestly tell you that I have enjoyed the opportunity to serve in this role, and I am also grateful to Renee for keeping us on our toes and making sure that we have everything we need for the meeting. And Superintendent's Cabinet, I am very grateful for all of you, because I know every time we reach out to you for questions, you're always, very helpful and very attentive. So thank you. And I thank my family for supporting me. My family's here in the audience too, so thank you. And again, I look forward to another year. So thank you. All right, well, we will continue on. Did you have additional? Okay.
No, that's all.
Excellent. Okay. So we'll continue with agenda item number 4, board reports and board member comments. And this is for information only. And we will start off with Carson High School Student Representative Cooper. Please come on up.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a great holiday season, got to spend lots of time with your families, and just had a great time overall. Just a few things tonight. Mainly just all of our winter sports are still going. Girls and boys varsity basketball both started their league or conference play yesterday, which is basically what gets them into the playoff standings. Unfortunately, both teams lost to Damani, but Damani is a good team, and they both played their hearts out yesterday. We also have all finals are over. As mentioned before, semester 2 has now started, so we're into that second half of the year officially now. Tonight, starting at 6 o'clock, is senior night for wrestling. They also have a home meet as well next Tuesday, I believe, but this is their senior night because they are playing Douglas, so they just wanted to have that rivalry going as well. And then also last Friday, January 9th, we had at the main campus, we during lunch had the Pia Senior event, which was a prom fundraiser. There was, I believe, 5 seniors who volunteered to be, for the price of $3, you could take a whipped cream pie and put it in their face just for some fun to raise money for prom. And then just now we're getting into the season of Winterfest. I'll have more information on that the next time, but that is it's the first week of February, the 2nd through the 7th, I believe. That is all I have.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And then I will be reporting on the Silver Campus activities. So Dr. Molden informed us that they are sorry that to announce that the Silver Campus Student Board representative has stepped down due to other obligations. But Dr. Molden is in the hunt for a new shining star to find another student. The new semester has begun, and the Silver Campus is ready. Currently, they are working with local agencies to find the next community engagement guest speaker, and they will inform us as soon as they have one scheduled. Access testing is up on them. All identified LEP students will be taking their access test over a 4-day period beginning next week. This test consists of listening, reading, writing, and speaking. They wish the students well. As January 23rd and 24th are quickly approaching, so is a Carson High School speech and debate tournament. Schools such as McQueen, Worcester, Reed, North Valley, Elko, and Reno will be in attendance. These students are so talented and brilliant, and we are still in need of judges. So if any of us on the board are willing to volunteer their time, they would greatly appreciate the help, and they guarantee that we will enjoy the experience. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, if we have any questions, we can contact Coach Gillian Schaffelt to sign up. And that concludes the announcements for the Silver Campus. Okay. And then we will go on with Nevada Association of School Board NASB update. Trustee Varner, do you have an update for us?
I have a brief one, but before I start, I would like to thank you for your work as the board president this year. I always felt you went above and beyond what was required of your duties, so just wanted to thank you and tell you that we appreciated having you as board president this year.
Thank you.
So
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
For NASB, everyone should have received a survey this week from Renee. It's due to be returned by January 23rd. It's important that that's filled out and sent back in. So if everybody could do that, I know NASB would greatly appreciate it. And it's sent out by NDE, so.
Yeah, we'll get on it.
And then the only other thing I have really is that NASB's having their joint board meeting this Thursday at 6 p.m. It's going to be a Zoom meeting. If anybody would like to attend the Zoom meeting, I can give you the link. So just contact me and I can give you the link so you could kind of hear what happens at the joint meeting. And then other than that, planning is already underway for the next year's conference. It'll be in Las Vegas area at the same place I think it was 2 years ago at the lakes at Las Vegas.
In December.
In December, it'll be the same time frame. I don't know the exact dates yet, and they're also looking for ideas for keynote speakers. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know and I can pass it on to them. But that's really about all I have for NASB right at this time.
Great, thank you. And then announcements. We'll start off with Michelle.
I am super off my game coming off the holidays, so I don't have a whole lot to share. Nothing for Mark Twain. And the only thing I'll add for Carson, Cooper gave a fantastic rundown of a lot of the athletic things. I will add, because I have a front row seat to it, the bowling team. We had our last regular season match on Saturday, and we finished in first place in our division, tied with Douglas, but they beat us in regular play, so they got to seat above us. Tomorrow is our first playoff match. We'll be going against Minogue, and if we win that, then we will likely see Douglas next week. So also in keeping with the Carson High bowling team, one of our seniors, Kaya Dunbar, officially signed her college commitment letter on Sunday. She's been recruited and scholarshiped to bowl for Clark University. I can't remember, I think it's Iowa, not Ohio. A lot of vowels, 4 letters. Pretty sure it's Iowa, in Dubuque, Iowa. And so that's really exciting. We've had a lot of success out of that bowling program, a lot of pretty talented kids. I'm submitting scholarships for the league tomorrow, so hopefully we'll help get some of those kids some more college funds, but just big high fives for Kaya. That's a really big deal to bowl on a national level and to be scholarshiped for it. So we're really proud of her and proud of the whole team for shining the way they do. That's all I have for Carson.
Now, question for you, where are the playoffs going to be?
The playoffs and the whole postseason is hosted at the National Bowling Stadium in Reno.
In Reno, gotcha.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing too that I think our kids maybe don't realize, but that is the national Hall of Fame for bowling, and that's where our kids get to have their playoffs and championships, so it's a pretty cool honor.
Nice, very cool. Thank you. Rebecca?
No report for Fremont tonight.
Okay. Richard?
Yes, for Boardwalk Brave, Principal Raqueta wanted everyone to know that report cards and map reports will be sent home on this Friday. On January 27th, they will have their awards ceremonies to celebrate academic excellence and perfect attendance for the first semester. Invites for the family or to the families of students receiving awards will go out this week. And then she also wanted people to mark their calendars for their PTO sponsored Boardwalk Fit Games fundraiser, which will be held on February 11th. And their family dance will be held that evening also. And more details will be coming soon. And that's my report for Boardwalk, but I do have one for Fritz.
Okay, go ahead.
Principal Brown would like to share that their pre-K teacher, Tanya Watts, was recognized by the Veterans of Foreign Wars as a National Citizenship Education teacher. Also, they would like you to join the Fritz PTA and would there be holding their mother-son dance on January 30th from 6 p.m. on. Tickets are $35 if people are interested to attend. And please call the Fritz office for more information. And that's my report for Fritz Elementary.
Wonderful, thank you. Matt?
Thank you. My report from Eagle Valley Middle School tonight from Miss Hoppy. She says that they are back into the swing of things at Eagle Valley. Start of 2026 is busy for all of us. And they are mapping out the rest of the year. At the beginning of February, they have access testing, which is an assessment that they give to the English language learners. It assesses the 4 language domains of listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Volleyball is in full swing, no pun intended. We appreciate the parents and students attending our games. We have 2 games this week. one tonight and one Thursday, and then another one on the 22nd and on the 29th. And a huge thank you to the PTO who organized the winter formal that happened in December. Students had a lot of fun and it was well attended. And they're working with PTO to plan out some other fun activities for the rest of the year. And if anybody is interested in being a part of the planning process, there's a Zoom meeting happening on January 14th, which is tomorrow, for more information, or you can call the school office. And I do not have anything from Carson Middle tonight. So that was my report.
Excellent, thank you. Molly?
For Empire Elementary School, Principal Virgil says Happy New Year. Empire is off to a great start for the new year. Mr. Brigham, the vice principal, has implemented some great systems to improve attendance, and they're having their second quarter academic awards assembly this Friday to honor amazing growth and achievement, and tryouts for their second annual talent show on February 20th. So I believe the talent show is on the 20th, and then they're doing their tryouts. And I would just like to mention thank you as well for your leadership. I think that you have implemented, some different things that I hope continue, because I think it has brought the board more cohesive for the board, and definitely more were out there in the public. You attended so many events, and I think that's important. And so I know you've spent a lot of time, and so I hope that that continues, because you brought great leadership. to this
Thank
board.
you. Thank you. I enjoyed it. I appreciate it. Excellent. Okay. And for me, before I go on with my announcements, my apologies, Mr. Russell, I forgot to mention you. I thank you so much for all your support and for keeping me out of trouble. So thank you. So this morning I attended the raffle event that Mayor Badwell and Joseph Madera have been doing at the different schools. This morning they had it at the Carson High School. So they raffle for computers for the students from Carson High. I am grateful to Mayor Badwell because she really does make time to go and meet with the students, and you can tell that she truly cares about our students. I mean, she really does give out a lot of her time to let the students know how much she cares about their education and how much she supports supports education. So I am grateful to her, and also to Joseph Madera for coordinating these events. And then I also want to thank Dr. Molden for inviting me to a meeting that she had with her juniors at the Silver campus. She essentially shared with them the future of the Silver campus, and she also talked about the JUG program and how that is, giving the students the opportunity to learn about different career opportunities in hopes that those students take their education serious and are prepared to go into the workforce after graduation if they choose not to go to college. So I thank her for inviting me. Another thing I wanted to share with the board is that we have, this is a reminder of the board retreat that we have coming up on January 24th. It's going to be at the district office in the boardroom, and it is going to be from 9 to 12. I think the board members and everyone else, Superintendent A.J. Feeling, and again, all his cabinet for supporting this initiative. We haven't done a board retreat for a long time, and every time we go to a conference, they remind us how important it is to do this, so I'm looking forward to that retreat. I also attended the Carson City School District Foundation meeting last week, and they reminded us about the importance of donating. I do have some forms here for the payroll deduction. In case you're not already making a donation, they encourage full participation from the board. Even if it's just $1, it will help it will make a difference, especially when the teachers are in need of supplies. This money will go toward a good cause. Their board is everyone is participating, and so they would like our board to also participate in this in making a donation. So if you are interested in need a form, I have them here with me. And I believe that concludes my announcements. Okay, agenda item number 5, discussion and possible action on election of officers of the Carson City School District Board of Trustees, including board president, vice president, and clerk for the ensuing year, and this is for possible action. In our packet, we have a suggested process. But we also have done it a little bit different. We've identified the positions for the president. Excuse me. We have made nominations for the position of president, vice president, and clerk, and then at the end we will take a motion. We will make a motion. So if it's okay with everyone, I would like to go ahead and proceed with that. Yes? Okay. Excellent. It is my understanding that I am able to make a nomination, so I would like to start off by making a nomination for the president position. In the past, we have nominated the vice president to serve as the ensuing president. This year, we don't have a vice president. We have a vacant position, so I would like to nominate the clerk, Molly Clark, Molly Walt for this position. Molly, would you accept the nomination? Okay, thank you. Are there any other nominations for the president position? See none. At this moment, I will close the nomination for president, and I will open the nomination for vice president, for the vice president position. Are there any nominations for the vice president position?
I would like to nominate Richard Varner.
Okay. Richard Werner, do you accept the nomination?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Are there any additional nominations for the vice president position? See none? Okay, at this moment, I will close the nomination for the vice president position, and I will open the nomination for the clerk position.
I would like to nominate Michelle Peterson.
Okay, Trustee Peterson, do you accept the nomination for the clerk position?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, excellent, thank you. Okay, are there any additional nominations for the clerk position? See none? Okay, at this moment, I will close the nomination for the clerk position. So we have nominations for, we have identified candidates for the 3 positions. Now, at this moment, I will entertain a motion. For all 3 positions? Is anybody else interested in making a motion?
So I think what the president is looking for is a motion to approve the
A motion.
nominated panel as presented. President would be Molly Walt, Vice President Richard Varner, and clerk would be Michelle Peterson.
I'd like to make a motion for exactly what Ryan said, basically.
Say so moved if that's what you
So
want.
moved.
So moved.
I'm a
Okay.
man of few words.
Okay, so motion by Trustee Clappin and second by Trustee Roberts. Any board discussion? Seeing none. Any public comment? Seeing none. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations to our leadership team. And at this moment, it is my understanding that I will pass on the microphone to our new president, Trustee Walt, President Walt.
Thank you. And we will do the best that we can. I know. Well, I do have to say, without having former board member Walker beside me, I feel a little bit more confident here. He's not poking the bear. So, all right, so we're going to move on to agenda item number 6, which is discussion and possible action on the designation of the day, place, and time of our regular meetings of the Carson City School District Board of Trustees for the ensuing year. So at this time, right now, we meet on the second and fourth Tuesday, and that is what is being proposed as well. So do I have a motion?
I can make the motion. I move that except as otherwise noted due to special circumstances, the Carson City School District Board of Trustees designate the second and fourth Tuesday of the month as the regular meeting days with a start time of 6:30 p.m. in the Robert Kroll Boardroom of the Carson City Community Center, 851 East William Street, Carson City, Nevada.
Is there a second? Second by,
Second?
okay. Motion made by trustee Varner, seconded by trustee Ramirez. All in favor, please say aye.
Sorry, hold on. You got to take public comment before.
Oh,
you-
oh, really? Oh, sorry. Public comment? Seeing none? Vote? Oh,
And
is
you
there,
you can invite board discussion.
okay. Is there any
The
board
really important
discussion?
part is public comment.
One thing before we finalize the motion, I would like to give some consideration to maybe changing the start time to 6 p.m. instead of 6:30. It may help the staff. We don't have to stay so late at night. But I don't know. It's only a suggestion for discussion.
Okay. And I do believe that the times can be changed at any time, right? So if we set it for 6:30 now, staff at any meeting, like when we do our workshops, we change it sometimes to 5:36. They can do that.
Yeah, setting the meetings will always be in the discretion of the president. The item on the agenda tonight is one that we do traditionally every year, mostly as a heads up for the public and the families, so they have an idea of when we're going to meet. But you always can meet earlier, and like with Thanksgiving or Christmas, you can cancel the meeting. You're not bound by it.
Okay. Is that fine, or would you like to amend your motion to 6 p.m. rather than 6:30?
I don't know. Would it be up to the board for discussion, or I'm fine either way.
You can make whatever motion you want. If you want the general standard to be 6 p.m., you can include that in your motion. If you want to leave it at 6:30 and just have it early sometimes, you can do that too.
And so if you'd like to, at this
Yeah,
time,
I would
your
amend my motion then to change the time from 6:30 to 6 p.m.
And does, yes, you agree? Okay. And so we have a motion. Is there any other board discussion? Public comment? All right, so let the motion be known that the start time will be 6 p.m. Instead of 6:30. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, passes unanimously. Thank you. All right, moving on to agenda item number 7. This is discussion and possible action on the annual adoption of the reaffirmation of existing bylaws and policies of the Carson City School District Board of Trustees. It is my understanding at this time that we do have some suggested changes. So what we're going to do is continue this at a future meeting. So what I would ask of the board members is you have the bylaws with you. If you could please go through each one of those sections and the different titles and all of your, if you have any changes or suggested edits, if you could please email them to Associate Superintendent Dan Sadler and AJ, and then we will bring this item back to the board for the first reading. Is that correct?
Yeah, the only thing I'd clarify is I think you do want a motion to continue and still take public comment on it.
Okay. All right, so with that then, do I have a motion to continue this at a future meeting, this item?
I move that we move the bylaws agenda item to a future meeting.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, so motion made by trustee Roberts, second by trustee Varner. Is there any public comment? Seeing none, is there additional board discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. Moving on to agenda item number 8, discussion and possible action on annual authorization for the Carson City School District to research, apply for, budget, report, and monitor all processes associated with the management of all federal, state, local, foundation, and private grant funding. And this is going to be presented by Associate Superintendent Dan Sadler. You moved.
I moved. Madam President, members of the board, bring before you tonight really a formality that we need to cover each year, seeking approval for authorizing Superintendent Fueling, the Chief Academic Officer, Chief Financial and Operations Officer, and Grants Manager, so that they can apply, manage, monitor all grant opportunities on behalf of the school district.
Thank you. Is there any discussion, board discussion? Questions? All right, hearing none, or seeing none, I should say. Do I have a motion?
I move that the Carson City School District Board of Trustees designate the superintendent, chief academic officer, chief financial and operations officer, and the grants manager as the authorized representative for any and all federal, state, local, foundation, and private grant funding.
Do I have a second? Second. All right, so motion by trustee Peterson, seconded by trustee Ramirez. Public comment? Seeing none. Board discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. That was quick. All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 9. This is discussion and possible action of the appointee of trustees to serve as various committees and associations, including this following. So right now, we'll go ahead and we have, historically, we have the board positions that you all already sit on. And then, so how we'll go about it, I guess, is to make this kind of quicker, is there, I'll read through who has what, and then, or who sits on what, and then we can go through and see if, one by one, if you would like to keep the position, stay as the representative on this board or commission, or if you would like to seek someone else, I guess. So first we have Richard Varner. You are director on the Nevada Association of School Boards. Would you like to continue? Lupe, we have you, I'm sorry, trustee Ramirez, alternate director of the Nevada Association of School Boards. Would you like to continue? Yes. I myself are the member of the Carson City Parks and Recreation Committee, and I would like to continue on that one. We have Mike Walt, but I think it meant to be Mike Walker, as member of the Debt Management Commission. And so that one would be an open position. And at this time, then I'll ask, is anybody interested in sitting on that commission? All right, I will. I will, if nobody else is interested. Okay, Richard, or I'm sorry, trustee Varner, we have you as the member of Partnership Carson City. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Okay. We had former trustee Walker, trustee Ramirez, and myself as legislative liaisons. Trustee Ramirez, did you want to stay?
Yes, I would.
Okay. I myself would like to stay, but do we have another member that would like to be on a legislative liaison?
Can you give a brief overview of what that looks like?
Yes, I can. I never did anything. I'm so sorry. I did nothing. So, would you like to?
I did not attend any of the meetings, so I don't know much about it,
Not
but
a whole lot
I
of
am interested.
Volunteer.
All right. So
We will all be very active this time.
So sorry. All right. So we have trustee Peterson interested in taking the spot of former trustee Walker. Okay, moving on. We have trustee Peterson and trustee Roberts as members of the superintendent's school naming committee. Would you like to stay on?
Yes.
I'm happy to stay.
All right, then we have trustee
Heavy
Varner,
load.
member of the superintendent's joint advisory committee. Would you like to stay on?
I would.
Okay. Trustee Ramirez, representative to the Carson City Schools Foundation. Is this,
It's my understanding that the president is the one that needs to be
Okay.
serving on that committee.
okay, so we will change that as well.
Mhm.
And then it's my understanding as well then is if the president cannot attend, the president then can ask the vice president, correct? Correct. Or one off the executive board? Yes. Okay, all right, so you understand that?
I didn't hear it, I'm sorry.
So what it is, so I was asked to attend, and so if the president is unable to attend the foundation meeting, then the president asks somebody else off the executive board to attend. And so then if I'm unable to attend, I will ask either trustee Varner or trustee Peterson to attend in my place. Okay? All right, thank you. Trustee Ramirez, member of the Student Attendance Review Board, and I was the alternate. Would you like to continue?
I am interested in continuing, yes.
Okay. And would anybody else be interested in being the alternate member? If anyone is interested? No? All right, then I will continue. All right, I'll continue then. Trustee Clapton, you are the representative on the Emergency Operations Development Committee. Would you like to continue? Okay. Trustee Varner and Trustee Peterson, your representatives on the Multi-Tiered Systems of Support, MTSS District Leadership Team. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Yeah, I can stay.
Okay, all right, so with that then, this is an action item and we will need a motion. And so, Renee, do you have them all? The new ones? Okay, so to my understanding, then it could be so moved.
It would be a motion to appoint or approve the panel as presented.
All right, do I have a motion?
So
Second.
moved.
All right, so we have a motion by trustee Ramirez, seconded by trustee Roberts. Public comment? And discussion from the board? Hearing and seeing none, do we have a vote? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Then we'll move on to agenda item number 10. This is discussion and possible action of the appointee of trustees to serve as individual liaisons to schools within the Carson City School District. We'll go ahead and do the same as we did. You'll be asked whether or not you would like to continue in those schools. We do have a vacancy that I would ask that somebody step forward and represent. But we'll start with trustee Varner. You are the representative for Fritch Elementary School in Bordewick Bray. Do you wish to continue?
Yes.
Okay. Trustee Peterson, you are the representative to Carson High School and Mark Twain Elementary School. Do you wish to continue?
I was going to put that up for if we wanted to talk about it. Yes, I will keep Carson High. My trustee Walker was formerly our Sealer liaison. I am willing to switch to that one for Mark Twain since it's literally right out my front door. So that's a very easy one for me to keep tabs on if there was anybody that was interested in making that exchange. But
Okay.
okay,
All right, so we have trustee Peterson doing Sealer Girl Elementary School and trustee Ramirez doing representing Mark Twain Elementary School. All right, great. All right, so then trustee Ramirez, we also have you as Carson High Silver Campus. Do you wish to continue?
I do.
Okay. Myself as a representative to Empire Elementary School, and I do wish to continue, unless somebody else. Okay. Trustee Roberts, a representative to Fremont Elementary School. Do you wish to continue?
I do.
All right. And then we have trustee Clapham representing Carson Middle School and Eagle Valley Middle School. Do you wish to continue? Okay, so with that, I will need a motion as presented.
So moved.
We have a motion from trustee Roberts. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from trustee Peterson. Public comment? Bless you. Public comment? Discussion from the board? Hearing and seeing none, we'll take it for a vote. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Move on to agenda item number 11, association reports. Do we have any reports from the associations? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to action item number 12, public comment. Do I need to read this whole thing? Nope. Do we have any public comment? All right, public comment is closed.
And just so the record's clear, you can ask if there was any electronic submitted.
Oh, was there any electronic submitted? All right, thank you very much. Seeing and hearing none, public comment is closed. We'll move on to agenda item number 13. Discussion and proposal to, there he goes. I was like, gonna look over again. Proposal to eliminate Carson City School District Regulation 403.1, previous work experience, and this is presented by Associate Superintendent Dan Sadler.
Thank you, Madam President. For the record, Dan Sadler, Chief Human Resources Officer. And starting the exciting round of HR updates here for this evening is Carson City School District Regulation 403.1. And as you might recall, we've had lots of discussions that have come up with our classified employee, our ESP employee group, CESA, over the last year. And really started when we proposed some changes to policy and regulation, as we found that there were some that were conflicting. And so through collective bargaining, we've been able to really partner with CESA in this conversation and have identified that 403.1 is no longer a relevant regulation due to the fact that this is now addressed through the collective bargaining agreement. It had not been updated since 1985 and does not reflect current district practice or the collective bargaining agreement. So recommendation here is to eliminate Regulation 403.1. We did meet with the CESA leadership team to review this recommendation and take any feedback from them. Very positive collaboration, conversation, and they are supportive of that as well. Correct.
Thank
So
you.
any questions you may have?
I don't have a question. I want to say thank you for working with CESA on this, and I'm grateful that there was a mutual collaboration, between both parties, and so this definitely needed to get cleaned up. So thank you for the work on that.
Thank you. Any other board discussion questions? Seeing none, do I have a motion? Sorry. Oh, sorry, discussion only. Wow. All right, I was on a roll. I'm going to do a side note now. Now that I've already asked for public comment on item number 12, do I need to continue to ask for each individual item?
Yeah, so item number 12 is a general period of public comment where they can comment on anything that's not agendized for action. We still take public comment after each action item,
All right, just action. Okay.
just action item.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 14, which is discussion on proposed changes to Carson City School District Policy 426, payment of leave. This is a first reading for discussion only. Mr. Sadler?
All right, Madam President, thank you, members of the board. Continuing the conversation with updating policy and regulations specific to our classified bargaining group, we have another policy that was outdated due to recent collective bargaining agreements. You'll see on the first page, second paragraph, some language added that payment for unused sick leave and personal business leave are granted upon voluntary termination based on the current collective bargaining agreement. And then there is some language that's crossed off that is in the collective bargaining agreement, which would be something that you would have authority over moving forward as it's presented to the board in future negotiations, and not needing to then come back and revise policy. So the numbers that are represented there would be removed from the policy as they now live in the collective bargaining agreement. On the second page, just adding the language that to qualify for payment of unused sick leave and personal business leave, as those both apply. And then just alphabetizing their annual leave as B. And lastly, we had notated in the previous, or in the policy, the last time we had made that change, but now that that's in collective bargaining, suggestion to remove that last sentence there.
I just have one question. What is the difference between personal business leave and annual leave?
Depending on your employee classification, so like year-round employees earn annual leave differently than people who work during the school year. And so there's different ways of compensating leave.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Questions from the board?
No, I would just say that I like that you've changed this so where you don't have to change the policy every time the collective bargaining agreement changes. So I'm in complete agreement.
Thank you. And that was really, I mean, as we've gone through this, part of the issue in what was initially some friction in these conversations was because we had multiple policies and regulations that were contradictory. And then now that we've put this in collective bargaining, it's a good opportunity to go back and revisit. So thank you.
Additional questions, comments? Okay, this was a discussion item, so we'll go ahead and move on to agenda item number 15, which is discussion and proposal changes of Carson City School District Policy 408, promotion first reading for discussion only. Mr. Sadler?
I'm keeping an eye on that clock up there. I may need to slow things down. We're moving so quick tonight. I'll read very slow. Okay, so Madam President, members of the board, continuing our round of revisions for human resources policies and regulations, we have policy 408 as a first reading. A very quick change to this one, the last sentence. Previously, we had people who were in district who were receiving promotions, and when they moved to that new position, depending on where they would only move to the new salary schedule and the step that gave them any type of an increase in pay. And so depending on where they were in their current position, it was often that they were taking a new position with many more responsibilities and maybe getting a raise of 2 or 3 cents an hour. So updating that and modernizing that so that when they move into a promotion that there is the collective bargaining agreement now represents that they receive a minimum of a 5% increase. Removing this last sentence is just recognizing that that language is now in the bargaining agreement, and taking this out would be the suggestion.
And both bargaining, they agree?
Correct.
All right, any questions, comments from the board? Trustee Roberts?
I have a question, not about taking that out. I think that's great. Just in that second paragraph at the end, talking about, the whole thing talking about if they don't meet their 6-month probationary period, then they may be reinstated in the permanent status in the employer's former class if a position is available. Okay, so if it's, I'm assuming you're filling it pretty quickly. You're not just holding it to make sure, like holding that position open to make sure that they meet their 6 months. What
Correct.
happens to them if they don't? Do you try to find somewhere else for them to go? Is that just a termination? What does that look like?
So if they, just as it's spelled out here, if the previous position is still available, then they would go back to that position. If it's not available, then we would need to have a conversation about perhaps extending the probationary period. That is one option. You could extend the probationary period for up to 3 months.
Okay.
And then ultimately, if somebody was not successful as probationary status, they could be terminated.
Okay. So there is a chance for them to kind of look at what they need to improve maybe and talk about giving them a chance for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's in place as it is right now, both in this policy and in the collective bargaining agreement.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Great, thank you. Any other questions, comments? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move on to agenda item number 16, discussion on proposed changes to Carson City School District Policy 403, employment. This is a first reading for discussion only. Mr. Sadler?
Madam President, members of the board, Policy 403, continuation of the HR series here tonight. Just making our policies and regulations consistent as we review them. Some language changes to ensure that we say the Carson City School Board of Trustees, referred to as board the first time, and then the district. The second paragraph down there, this was kind of an awkward sentence that floated in there that sometimes had different meaning depending on how it was being read. With fix the compensation, we weren't really sure what that meant, what to fix the compensation. And the fact is that the superintendent is the one who approves the employment of the classified employees. And so we agreed to just take that second part of the sentence out, fix the compensation, and establish the term of employment. The terms of employment are set through the bargaining agreement and the job description itself. And then the last paragraph there, just updating the language from Associate Superintendent of Human Resources to the Chief Human Resources Officer.
Great, thank you. Is there any board comments, questions?
I'll just add my thanks. This is kind of housework that nobody gets excited about, having to dig into, but it's very valuable. So thank you for making it a priority and digging through and finding places to clean things up. Really good changes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any additional comments, questions? All right, seeing none, this was discussion only. We'll move on to agenda item number 17, which is discussion on proposed changes to Carson City School District Regulation 418, compensation of classified staff. Discussion only. Mr. Sadler?
Madam President, members of the board, the final regulation we'll look at tonight, Regulation 418, specific to compensation of classified staff. There's an addition there consistent with current Carson Educational Support Association, CESA collective bargaining agreement. The area that's crossed off immediately after that is no longer applicable. There are not just 5 annual steps, there's many steps. And then the entering salaries, again, this is where we had some conflicting language in policies and regulations. This stated that they would normally be at the first step of the salary range. In the updated collective bargaining agreement, they can receive up to 7 steps depending on their verified experience. So again, cleaning this up to make that consistent with the collective bargaining agreement. There was a reference there in the third paragraph down with Regulation 418.1 that is unnecessary. Policy number 331 is crossed off there. That's actually a certified policy, so that language shouldn't have been there. And then again, just spelling out Carson City School District, and then referring back to it in the second to last paragraph, it said although the policy, and it's actually, this is a regulation, so we just changed that language to regulation.
All right, thank you. Is there any board discussion, comments?
Just again, thanking you for doing this work because I know that this had been brought to our attention from the former CESA president, and I am very appreciative of you being willing to, look into it and make these changes that were necessary. So thank you.
Yeah, and I would like to just give a shout out to the current CESA leadership. They've really been great to work with, and our communications lines are wide open right now on both ends, and very collaborative conversation when we've gone through this. So we expect that will continue.
Excellent work. Thank you.
Any additional comments, questions from the board? All right, seeing none. Thank you, Mr. Sadler.
Thank you very much.
We'll go ahead and move on to agenda item number 18. This is approval of the consent agenda. If everybody had a moment to look at it, question, comments on the consent agenda? All right, seeing none, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve the consent agenda as submitted.
All right, motion by trustee Varner, second.
Second.
Second by trustee Ramirez. All in favor, please say aye.
It's for
Oh,
public comment
public
also.
comment, sorry, it's an action item, so sorry. Do I see any public comment? All right, seeing none, we'll go ahead and take a vote. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. Perfect. All right, move on to agenda item number 19. This is informational items for discussion only. No action will be taken. And so did you all have a moment to look at the informational items? Any questions, clarifications? All right. All right, seeing none, we will move on to agenda item number 20. This is a request for future agenda topics. Does anybody have any future agenda topics that they would like? Yes.
I do. I'm not entirely sure how to word what I'm thinking, but the Silver Campus, I would love like a get to know you about like what does it offer, what is its benefit, how do they recruit students to attend. Let's see, what are some of the things they offer, some of the electives. I would love, like, the main campus I have a lot of exposure, but I would love just to get our fingers in to see what exactly is our Silver Campus. And I want to see it thrive. I would love to embrace it, but I don't fully know how it thrives, I guess.
Okay.
And I'd love to have a get to know you
Okay.
of what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Does that
no,
make
and we
sense?
do get presentations from all of the schools. So I believe the Silver Campus was included with the Carson High, but we can ask that they have their own presentation.
Yeah, I would love to become much more familiar with
Yes.
that campus.
If I may make a recommendation, you're also welcome to reach out to the administrator who is present here, Dr. Molden, and she would be more than happy to give you a tour and give you an overview of the campus, I'm sure. I'm
There's
hoping.
so much great, and I wish there was an opportunity for everybody else to understand the great that it offers.
Okay. Thank you. So we have one Silver Campus presentation. Are there any additional agenda items? I just want to ask, since he's in the room, our finance officer, will we be having a workshop at our next meeting? Finance workshop? So, so my question is that, because we haven't gone through every, account yet, have we? Okay. If we could just keep in line with that and maybe start the workshop a little bit earlier to do the next account, that would be great. And then if possible, if we can get a list of the different accounts, so then we can kind of see what we've gone. I know we did, the first one was grants, then we did special education, and then, okay, cool. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you so much. So we have that as well at our next meeting. Any additional? No? Okay, great. Thank you. And so this takes us to our last agenda item, which is adjournment. So we are now adjourned at 7:27. Thank you.